All right, a lot of people are going to be happy about this one. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and the most important, HomeGoods.
Have you ever walked into a supermarket just intending to browse for fun and left with a cart full of items that weren't even on your list? That's not a coincidence. It's a carefully designed strategy to make you spend more while thinking you're saving money. Behind the bright lights, eye-catching red price tags, and aisles packed with great deals lies a system of retail tricks that few shoppers notice. In today's video, we'll uncover 10 secrets that retailers want to keep hidden so you can avoid traps, buy only what you need, and truly keep more money in your wallet. This video was made to help you make better choices. Drop a comment with the number 2 and like the video to show you're one of the good ones. 10. The best items are at the back of the shelf. When you step into a store or supermarket, most of us grab the items right at the front of the shelf. This habit seems logical, but it often means missing out on better options. In reality, staff arrange products in multiple layers, typically 3 to 5 layers on a single shelf. The items at the front have often been handled by other customers, maybe even slightly moved or bumped. Meanwhile, at the back, you're more likely to find untouched products, often in better condition and sometimes of higher quality. This is especially true for household items like glass storage sets, wooden trays, decorations, or bathroom accessories. These products are usually stocked in large quantities with various designs. When arranging them, staff don't always put the best items at the front. They simply fill the shelf. So, if you only glance at the front layer, you might miss out on better options. Here's a small tip. When shopping, take a few extra seconds to check deeper into the shelf. Gently pull out a few front items to see what's behind, or crouch down to check lower shelves. Many shoppers have found products of the same type but with better designs, intact packaging, or even still sealed, in spots others overlook. Spending a little extra time doesn't take much effort but increases your chances of picking better items. Instead of grabbing the first thing you see, remember that sometimes the smart choice is hiding in places few people notice. 9. Secret restocking schedules. Many of us have walked into a store excited to shop, only to feel disappointed when we see messy shelves, missing products, or the items we wanted already gone. It's easy to assume the store is out of stock or poorly managed, but the real reason often lies in the timing of your visit. Most retail chains have a regular restocking schedule throughout the week. Some restock 3 times, others twice, depending on the area's demand. However, this information is rarely shared publicly. The reason is simple. If every customer knew exactly when new stock hit the shelves, stores would face overcrowding, pushing, and chaos, not unlike a big sale day. As a result, most shoppers either luck out and visit on a good day or leave disappointed. To avoid this, you can subtly ask store staff or managers. A casual question like, "When does new stock usually come in?" often gets a friendly response. Once you know the schedule, try to visit in the morning right after a restock day. That's when products are fresh and the best designs haven't been picked over yet. Here's a detail few notice. Many stores quietly restock on Sundays. Since most shoppers assume no new stock arrives on weekends, fewer people shop then. This means you can browse in a more relaxed environment with a wider selection compared to peak days. 8. Compare at prices are often fake. When shopping, you've probably seen price tags with "our price" listed next to a lower amount, while a higher "compare at" price sits nearby. At first glance, it feels like you've scored a bargain, getting a product at a deep discount compared to the market. But the truth isn't always what it seems. Many items in large retail chains are made exclusively for that chain. This means the product doesn't exist in some high-end brand store at the original price shown on the tag. The "compare at" price is sometimes just a tactic to make you feel like you're winning and saving big. In essence, it's a classic retail psychology trick to get you to open your wallet. For example, a granite mortar and pestle set might be priced at nearly $17 with a "compare at 30" label. It sounds like a huge discount, but when you check online marketplaces, similar sets often range from $11 to $18. Clearly, the "compare at" price doesn't reflect the real market. This doesn't mean every product is low quality or not worth buying. The issue is that you need to stay sharp when you see those fake prices. If you genuinely like the item and it fits your needs, go ahead and buy it. But if you're only swayed by the idea of a big discount, you might fall into a common consumer trap. A helpful habit is to quickly check prices on your phone before deciding. A few seconds of research can reveal if the product is truly a deal or just a psychological trick. 7. Holding large items. We've all experienced spotting a piece of furniture in a store that catches our eye. Maybe it's an armchair that matches your living room perfectly, or a compact dining table ideal for your space. But hesitation creeps in right away. Will it fit in your room? Will it blend with your existing decor? And most importantly, should you decide right now? Often we pass it up, worried about rushing into a purchase, only to return later and find the item gone. Few people know there's a simple way to handle this situation. You can pay for the item up front and ask the store to hold it in their warehouse for up to a week. During that time, the product is labeled with your name, set aside, and no one else can buy it. This offers several benefits. First, you get extra time to measure your space and think carefully before finalizing your decision. Second, you don't have to worry about transporting it immediately or risk damaging the item on the way home. Many shoppers assume this hold policy doesn't exist because stores rarely advertise it. In reality, it's a long-standing customer service option that only those in the know take advantage of. Some frequent shoppers even consider this a secret weapon for securing limited stock items or one-of-a-kind pieces. The key is to ask the staff at the checkout or customer service desk. A polite question like, "I'd like to buy this, but can you hold it for a few days?" usually gets a helpful response. This policy doesn't apply to all small items, but for furniture or bulky products, it's highly likely to be approved. With this approach, shopping becomes less stressful. You secure the item you love without the pressure to decide on the spot. It's a smart choice that helps you shop confidently with fewer regrets. 6. Red tags and polite haggling. If you've shopped at big retail stores, you've likely noticed bright red tags on certain products. These signal that the item has been discounted to its final price and may soon disappear from the shelves. Many shoppers see the red tag and assume no further discounts are possible, but there's actually another door few know about. During display, it's common for some products to get minor scratches, slightly cracked packaging, or small stains. These flaws often don't affect the item's functionality, but they give you a chance to negotiate. If you spot an imperfection, bring the item to the counter and politely ask the staff if they can offer an additional discount. Don't worry. This isn't like haggling at a traditional market. It's part of the flexible policies many stores allow. In fact, many customers have scored an extra 10 to 20% off just by making a polite request. One shopper bought a wooden table with a small scratch on the back and got an additional 15% off. Another picked a mirror with a slightly dented frame and saved a few extra dollars. The key here is your approach. When you present your request calmly and politely, staff are often happy to help, ensuring you're satisfied while the store quickly moves imperfect items. Another tip is to check the end-of-aisle displays or corner sections. These areas often hold deeply discounted products or items that have been on display for a while. Your chances of finding a great deal in these spots are pretty high. Like this video if you think more people need to know about this. 5. Making the most of TJX rewards. Many people regularly shop at HomeGoods, Marshalls, or TJ Maxx, but don't realize these brands are part of the same company and share a loyalty program. If you're a frequent shopper at these stores, signing up for a TJX rewards card can bring noticeable benefits. The system is straightforward. Every time you make a purchase, your spending earns points. Once you hit a certain threshold, you receive gift certificates to use on future purchases. For example, spending around $200 typically earns you $10 back in rewards. This might seem small, but for those who regularly buy furniture or clothing, the savings add up significantly over a year. Plus, the rewards card offers special promotions like double points during holidays, exclusive deals during peak seasons, or members-only perks. When combined smartly with red-tagged discounted items or slightly flawed products with extra markdowns, your savings can grow substantially. However, there's an important caveat. Many people with rewards cards start spending more, thinking the more they buy, the more they save. In reality, points are only valuable if you're buying what you actually need. If you shop extra just to earn points, you'll quickly spend more than you save. So treat the rewards card as a helpful tool, not a reason to overspend. 4. Shop early for seasonal items. During holidays or special seasons, many people wait until the event is over to buy discounted items. For example, they might buy Christmas decorations after Christmas or Halloween costumes after Halloween. At other stores, this can save you a lot since leftover inventory often gets heavily discounted. But at HomeGoods and similar chains, this mindset might leave you empty-handed. The difference lies in their stocking strategy. These stores roll out seasonal items months ahead of the actual season. Christmas decor hits shelves in mid-fall, while Halloween items might appear as early as summer. This means the best designs, unique pieces, or limited stock items get snatched up early. By the time the season arrives, you're often left with less desirable leftovers or outdated designs. So, if you want a wide selection and truly appealing items, get into the habit of shopping a season early. Spot a Halloween-scented candle in July? Consider buying it instead of waiting until October. Similarly, beautiful wreaths or Christmas ornaments often sell out long before December begins. One thing to note, HomeGoods doesn't offer deep post-season discounts like other stores. Instead, leftover stock is often pulled or redistributed to other locations. This means the chance of snagging great items at a steep discount after the season is slim. That's why seasoned shoppers share the golden rule. If you love it, buy it now. Don't wait for an end-of-season sale. 3. Use the HomeGoods app. In the past, shopping at HomeGoods was like going on an adventure. You walked in not knowing what you'd find, sometimes leaving empty-handed, other times hauling home a pile of items you didn't plan to buy. This treasure hunt experience is fun, but can be time-consuming and lead to overspending. Now, the HomeGoods mobile app has changed that, making shopping much more intentional. When you download the app and enter your area code, you can instantly check the inventory at nearby stores. Products are updated in real time, so if you see an item posted just a few hours ago, it's likely still on the shelf. Instead of wandering through dozens of aisles, you can select categories like mirrors, chairs, storage cabinets, or decor, and check what's available before heading to the store. Another big plus is that you can create a shopping list at home. This helps you walk into the store with a clear goal, avoiding the temptation to grab random items while strolling the aisles. If you spot something you like, you can even call the store to confirm it's there and ask them to hold it until you arrive. The app is also a game changer when paired with other tips. For example, you can use it to find out when new stock arrives, then visit in the morning to snag items while they're still pristine. Many seasoned shoppers consider this a secret weapon for going straight to what they need without wasting hours wandering. 2. The checkout area. Most of us know the checkout line as the place where you're most likely to spend extra. Supermarkets often place candy, drinks, or small accessories there to tempt impulse buys. But at HomeGoods, this area serves a different purpose. If you pay attention, you can find quality products at reasonable prices while waiting to pay. Along the path to the checkout, you'll see scented candles, soaps, kitchen towels, gourmet snacks, or compact kitchen accessories. What's special is that many of these items come from well-known brands and are often pricier elsewhere. Their placement here isn't random. Stores want to encourage quick purchases. But if you look closely, you'll notice some items have red discount tags or are sold in multi-packs at a lower per-unit cost than usual. A tip for shoppers: don't rush to pick a checkout line. Take a minute to scan the shelves in this area, as you might spot something useful at a great price. If you notice slightly dented packaging or a minor scratch, don't hesitate to ask the staff if they can offer an additional discount. A polite approach often leads to help, and the savings can surprise you. The checkout area is often seen as a trap for overspending, but at HomeGoods, it's a chance to score practical items at good prices. The key is to stay sharp and only pick what you truly need, rather than letting your eyes get drawn to everything on the shelves. With this approach, even while waiting to pay, you can turn shopping into a small savings opportunity that others overlook. 1. Date codes on price tags. When you pick up a product, most of us only check the price or the Compare At number. Few realize that every HomeGoods price tag includes a small but critical detail: the date the item was put on display. This is often printed in a corner as a simple number, easily missed by shoppers. In reality, this is the key to predicting when an item might go on sale. The logic is straightforward. Products are typically discounted after about 3 months on the shelf. So, if you see a chair with a July date, by late October, it's likely to be marked down. This rule helps stores avoid excess inventory while giving shoppers a chance to buy at a lower price. Checking the date code on price tags gives you more control over your shopping decisions. If it's something you need urgently, buy it now to secure it. But if you like an item and notice it's been on the shelf for a couple of months, you might consider waiting a bit for a better price. Many patient shoppers have saved significantly this way, especially on high-value items like furniture. However, there's a risk to consider. Unique or low-stock items might be bought by someone else before the discount kicks in. So, a smart approach is to use the waiting strategy only for items you're not in a rush for and are okay with replacing with something else. Understanding and using date codes on price tags is a small trick with big rewards. It helps you shop proactively, not just focusing on the current price, but also knowing the best time to spend your money. Smart shopping isn't just about picking beautiful products. It's about understanding the store's game. From recognizing that compare-it prices are often psychological to checking date codes for upcoming discounts, using the rewards card, or simply looking behind the shelf. These tips help you save significantly. The key is to buy what you need, stay sharp against marketing tricks, and turn shopping into a worthwhile investment for your home. Subscribe to become a smarter shopper